My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Dungeon Runs here in Cobalt and Catacombs. It's time to go with the Rogue. Okay, so last time we went with a... It's either Battlecry or Death Rattle Rogue. I think it was just Jades, like just Jades. I think it was actually... the Scepter of Summoning and something else. Scepter of Summoning and Double Death Rattle, and we just put down a bunch of Ayers, I think it was? I can't recall for the life of me. Yeah. So there's... I mean, obviously use that. There's great many builds that you can do with Rogue, but the one that I'm most interested in doing right now is the Cult of Cthulhu Rogue.
I don't have enough mana. Here we go.
Fine. Then next turn I hit the face and I hero power and I deadly poison the same turn, and then I only have to hit the face 2 more times.
Here we go.
Or I can do the development on that tomorrow. Tomorrow, next turn, rather. Because then I have the 3/3 already developed. Alright, we're done. Well done. There's also the Exhaustion Rogue, which is what would you call it? Fatigue or a Mill Rogue. The problem with that is, in order to do that successfully, I'm going to need to live through the first, like, 6 enemies without exhausting them, because my deck won't be large enough to exhaust them faster than I exhaust myself. Yeah, enemy minions cost 1 more, is just the strongest one there. See, there's the Cult of Cthulhu, but without double Death Rattle, double Battlecry, it's a lot less powerful. Alright, I'm gonna try and take it. I just... Like, there's 2 things that I want to get with the Cult of Cthulhu. One of them is Scepter of Summoning, so you get the 5 mana Cthulhuns. And the other one is Double Battlecry, because if you double the Battlecry on the things that give buffs to Cthulhu, and you double the Battlecry of Cthulhu, you end up in stupid, ridiculous, dumb territory. Named it after myself. No reason to hold on to Sinister Strike, save for holding it to use it as a cheap combo enabler, I guess?
You're fun, okay?
Double Disciple. These are so good when you have double Death Rattle, double Battlecry. Because they're just, you know, deal 4 damage to a target, give Cthulhu +4/+4. That's ridiculous. Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
Well played.
Glyph of Warding has been ridiculous here. Screw you. And then I'll kill you with my Cthulhu power. Oh god, we could still get Boots of Haste. Boots of Haste our Cthulhu out. I guess I'll take Death Dealer. Oh, Thief is actually pretty good, though. Shaku the Collector is a really good card. Trade Prince Gallywix here. I mean, you know, none of these are actually horrible. But trying to counter your opponent's spells, especially giving them coins, ain't a great idea. Alright, I'm going to take Death Dealer, and the entire idea is just because of the 2 piloted Shredders filling out a part of my mana curve that I haven't really got filled out so far. If I have to abandon the Cult of Cthulhu deck, like, already, I'm gonna be disappointed. I gotta be honest. I'll be pretty disappointed about that.
Valera versus Sariona.
Okie dokie. It's a curve already.
Watch your back.
I sense great power. Come closer.
There's like a Cthulhu. That might actually have to be our win condition here. So my opponent can Duskbreaker for the first time on turn 5? because Duskbreaker costs 4. I was actually considering playing the Gilbin so that I couldn't get hit with the hero power, but as soon as I drew the Unearthed Raptor, I knew that I had to actually put the Undersea Huckster down. Okay, I think my opponent counts as a priest, so we should get priest cards from these. When the battle cry of a minion gives it a death rattle, that doesn't trigger Spirit Singer Umbra, right? It doesn't trigger the Unearthed Raptor, and it also doesn't trigger Linessa, the 7 mana 1/1 battle cry. Cast every spell you've cast this game on this minion. Okay.
Meddlesome insects.
I kind of want to Onyx Bishop, but at the same time, I do want to just, you know, Disciple Hero Powers. Yeah, I should. See, now, unless they have the other Duskbreaker in hand, we should be locked in to win. And they do. Plus some healing. Alright, Onyx Bishop brings something good back.
The game begins. The greatest virtue is danger.
Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Never mind. Board cleared. I'm actually gonna go for that removal, because next turn they can't play the Sleepy Dragon, because the Sleepy Dragon's 9 mana. And I'm kind of just looking to delay until I put my Cthulhu down for the win here.
Hey, lights out.
There we go. This is pretty good. And fill your hand with coins. Shit, it might actually be that. 3 cards from the opponent's hand. Yeah, you know what? 3 cards from the opponent's hand. It'll prevent them from having 3 of those cards, right? Journey Below. God, really? Okay, Valdoray Strider is pretty good. I'm gonna take the second Death Dealer. I'm actually really mad that I went for the Cult of Cthulhu and it's not gonna let me pay it off. My Cult of my current Cult of Cthulhu cards are getting worse every time I don't pick Cult of Cthulhu, because they're getting diluted across my deck, and it makes it much less likely that I have many of them at the same time. That's Globs of Mugging on turn 1, sure.
I call upon you.
Give me some ramp. That'd actually be nice. That was lame. I need to develop a board. Okay. Some more. Is that buffed Cthulhu? Like Hero Power Earthen Scales next turn. Oh. Deadly Fork. Sure. Totally reasonable pickup there. As much as I don't want to kill this on my opponent's turn and give them the ramp out of it, I do want to keep my Spirit Singer Umbra around, and I definitely want to keep my Deadly Fork around. Just because it provides a reasonable amount of pressure on the board. It's probably an assassinate target if I had to guess. Develop a Pit Snake. Hopefully they don't have Wrath. Never mind, they have Swipe, which is even worse. Video game is very difficult. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with my mana next turn, so I'm actually going to swing to the face with Blade. That's always going to be 2 damage. I can't gain armor in this deck. Well, I mean, I can with Earthen Scales. So if I put that there, this becomes 4 damage and I can clear the board. Okay.
Here we go.
And then put down a sharp 4. Okay. Sure, I can break through that. Not anymore. Fuck.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Here we go.
Let's try and set it up to break it down. Cthulhu's already as buff as Cthulhu will ever be. Draw, draw. Oh no, now they're getting closer to their ultimate infestation. I got really shitty cards from my opponent. Gotta mention that. They don't have a hard removal, so they shouldn't be able to remove Cthulhu. Could even try and banish Cthulhu back to my hand. Ooh, Ironbark is really, really good here. Getting that free damage, no reason not to. Next turn's probably like Sharp Fork Deadly Poison. Not gonna do anything unless you've got a follow-up. And you don't. Well played.
Well played.
The spirits of old.
Cthulhu's game, like, it's really annoying considering, you know, how many other cards I've drafted and how much I wanted Cthulhu. And how weak Cthulhu is getting over the course of this. Cthulhu is still closing out, like, all of my games. Cthulhu is still my win condition. And it's just getting worse. Twilight Elder is a fine Cthulhu card. Crazed Worshipper is a horrible Cthulhu card. Blade of Cthulhu is not that great. Those are all really good Death Rattle cards, and I have 2 Spirit Singer Umbras.
Crazy elf Sparkle Slapper. You'll be watching for her sneaky, snaky fire people.
If I get double Battle Cry, then
Valeera versus
I'm gonna feel pretty bad about it.
the Wild Mage.
She has to wait until turn 4 before she can actually develop her first,
Back.
her first minion.
Will make you dance.
Problem is she is gonna kill Pit Snake in like turn 2. So maybe I shouldn't have kept that. Just gonna try and stick to kind of a rigid curve here.
Those are fun. So fun.
Okay. Roll the Bones is getting pretty good in my deck. Should draw 1 or 2 cards. Well, 1 or 2 cards. Should draw 1 card. Kind of likely to draw 2. Okay. I'll develop the piloted shredder and I'll hold the office just in case I end up with Spirit Singer Umbra. If my opponent has to spend all of their arcane missiles before they actually manage to put down a minion, it's going to be pretty good for me. Especially considering next turn they're very likely to play a 2/4 as a minion, and then the piloted shredder just eats it. Yeah, it came up as a 6/6, and I was like, that's not correct. I played a buff 3.
Are you ready for some fireworks?
Are you? Yeah, just to stick to my mana, I should go for Roll the Bones and the Unearthed. I don't even know if you have an Arcane Missiles in hand right now. Yeah, you don't. Well done, you idiot. My very own Flame Walker. I've got enough to do with my mana next turn. Okay, you can do one Flame Waker burst. Alright. Well done. Wasn't that impressive? Push that there. Drop Arthas. Be really nice if I could pick up the magic mirror. What's it called? Anti-magic shell from Arthas. Still can only get one of those Flame Wakers down, eh? It's okay. It happens to a lot of mages.
Well played. You're fired. See what I did there?
All right.
I'm burning.
Now, here's the moment of truth. Are we going to get double Battle Cry? Your Death Rattles trigger twice. I mean, we definitely take that now. I think we now take Death Dealer as well, rather than another Cult of Cthulhu card. But at the same time, Cult of Cthulhu is actually really good. If they would show you your curve, this would be so much easier. I kind of want to take Cult of Cthulhu just because it will continually buff my Cthulhu, right? But hard removal, good minion, right? Whereas like Sylvanas is pretty good, but your opponent has to have something they trade into Sylvanas and 2 minions that you want to take control of. And then Twilight is really slow, and I already have a lot of things on 4, and Roll the Bones isn't that great of a card. Bristle Snarl. This is the Hunter, if I recall correctly. The one that is actually going to be ramping all over us with big Hunter minions. Probably.
Valera versus Bristle Snarl.
Mm-hmm. If I steal those from your hand after you've reduced their cost, do I get their reduced cost? Because I know if I steal things from your hand, I don't get the Glyph of Warding effect. And if you take something from my hand, you wouldn't get the +1/+1, the captured flag effect. So it's interesting to me.
Happy Feast of Winterveil.
Keep speaking, so my beasts can find you.
Really unfortunate opening draws there.
Your time is coming.
Oh, thank you. I've always thought it was on the rise. One. Mm-hmm. Pop Arthas down.
I know these caves. You know nothing.
We had a really terrible early game there, and that's going to come back to bite us. Please put the Umbra back on top of my deck. bugger. Alright, I'm gonna do this to draw my cards, because Army of the Dead could have been pretty good for me.
Do you hear its call?
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Doom Pact will be pretty good on the turn that they just start dumping out their hand. It's a terrifying minion. Gotta make sure that doesn't live. Oh no, I didn't even mill anything. I thought I was gonna mill something there. Alright. I kinda wanna go Alley Cat, Scavenging Hyena, and Pit Snake. No, but I can put the Scavenging Hyena down later. Okay, so I'll put down that instead.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's coming.
I'll remove that with the swing of the weapon because I think my opponent has blow everything up McGillicuddy, whatever his name is.
Ground.
But yeah, I can just sack all of these minions afterwards.
Hunt ends.
Lame.
Is patient.
2, 3. So I lose 2 beasts and I get to double buff my Scavenging Hyena. Build a reasonable board. Nice. When I trigger Death Rattles using Spirit Singer Umbra, will it trigger them twice? It's going to be interesting to find out. Or maybe I'll just never know. Or maybe I will. It does. And it triggers theirs? Shit, my hand's full. That's hilarious, though. I love that. When you use summon, okay. That could just go off forever.
It's coming.
Here we go.
I've got to make sure that I have space on the board. So is my opponent gonna, like, sack that minion, or are they gonna let me run a bunch of my minions into it? Asking for a friend.
My hand is too full.
I actually don't want all these Silverhand recruits, so I'll do that sack first. So that I don't draw them. It's pretty good. I'm just trying to get the Silverhand recruits out of my hand. I don't want them clogging that up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my opponent, like, even if they summon everything,
No escape.
is just not gonna win. Should I journey below right now? It's 9. I can probably kill with this.
If that's the turn to get ready.
Your nightmare begins.
In my sights.
To battle!
Weapons ready.
Okay, I probably should have just done Doom Pact there. That was dumb. Giant sandworm's now going to kill like 3 or 4 of my creatures. Wow, it's going to kill all of my creatures, actually. 1, 2, 3, and then Cthulhu. Yeah, I blew that royally. It's all me. Right, I'm going to take your cards, so you can't do anything to me. Okay, this is pretty good cards. Then I'm going to Army of the Dead. Doom Pact. I think I just lost.
Here we go.
7, 8. I didn't. But that was really close. I just got super close to losing. And I still could lose off of a top deck here. Because I played the wrong card.
Rose.
Yikes. Let's not do that again.
Here we go.
Need a taste?
Get me a card in hands. Deal 2 damage.
The battle. Reporting for duty.
3,
Reporting for duty.
4,
Reporting for duty.
5.
This guy's toast.
Okay. I just need no more charge cards. Uh-oh. That kind of terrifies me. Try and draw some cards I can use. Sure.
The battle.
Hey, lights out.
The battle. The battle. The battle.
Alright.
My
Let's see if I lose.
will find you.
Could just get a shot. What's it called? You know, the shick shick boo shot? Okay. It is, frankly, a miracle that we survived that fight. Because of how bad I am at everything. Oh well, we lived. I might take Greed, just so that I constantly have cards. Gutmook. I mean, I don't really cast that many spells in this deck. It's mostly just Death Rattle minions and Cthulhu. God, if there was a minion that was like Death Rattle, give Cthulhu +3/+3. Oh. Be all over that.
Watch.
Can't keep Deadly Poison. Sorry, mon frere. It's too likely that I cast that and then my opponent draws what? Like, the 6 mana 6/6 or 7 mana 6/6 magic hating minion. I can't remember for the life of me the name of. Trog? Okay, so it doesn't have any tunnel trogs in hand. That's good to know. Hey, it just drew one, and now I can remove it with the the Cthulhu in my dagger.
Here we go.
Rather than having to waste my poisonous minion.
Trog hungry.
Sure.
Here we go.
God, that Disciple paid for its weight in gold. There's my Pit Snake target.
Do you hear its call?
This is going pretty well so far, and I already have a Cthulhu in hand, so I don't have to worry. Okay. Almost. I almost did that.
Listen closely.
I'll probably actually trade there. Yeah. So I can get myself some minions. No Doomsayer. Hey, instead I got a kindly grandmother that's actually going to be ridiculous for us. I love it.
Hey, lights out.
So I'm trying to think, what if I had Spirit Singer Umbra, double Death Rattle, and Dr. Boom's Boombox? I play Spirit Singer Umbra for 4 mana, I play Dr. Boom's Boombox for 4 mana. It fills my board with 6 Doombots, and then each of them blows up. Sounds pretty good to me.
So many wonderful poisons.
Okay. Gain, can't really cast any of those. Thing is, when the board is finally cleared, it's Cthulhu time. Sure. Okay. Full face. Cthulhu's on 13-13, so it's all looking good so far. Seriously, if you have the ability to just not play any minions against not play any spells against this deck, you win. It's pretty good like that.
Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Metastorm.
Cthulhu, vanish. And next turn, just play Cthulhu again. I mean, that kind of could. I could just return it to my hand and have it cost 2 less, though. No. It's a wild play, but I can't do it. Like, my opponent has, yeah, like Lava Shock and a couple other things like that, but... Oh, cool, they actually have Volcano. They're going to be able to clear it. That's wild. Okay, I'm going to need some more minions.
You want to buy a fun
Here we go.
My opponent's going to have to worry about clearing my board because currently I represent 5 damage on a Sinister Strike. Or they're not going to worry about it. I think I do vanish this turn, though.
Buy one.
Okay. Then I play both of them again, and I attack. They're going to need a taunt at this point as well as a board clear. Sure. And that's the game.
You like drugs? I got drugs.
Yeah, sure, draw as much as you want. Just doing this for funsies. So let's see if that actually does anything.
Great.
I don't think there's any in there.
Buy one.
And as expected, there was. Well played. So now we've got the final enemy. I think if we can get another Cthulhu build, we can shore out our deck. Shifting Hourglass is going to be ridiculous for us. Cthulhu. Not good. Not that good. Not that good. The rest of the decks suck though. Lady Cthulhu, I guess, so that we have a hard removal. King Togwaggle!
Valera versus King Togwaggle.
Like, I'm pretty sure that
Back.
a good opening hand and I'll just win this.
I take mine.
That's like near as good as our opening hands get. Sure. Gonna roll the bones rather than hero power. Give myself more options. I have a lot of reach considering the other cards in my hands anyhow. Well, now it's playing minion.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
You can have all the treasure you like, but oftentimes you're going to... Oh, thank you. Oftentimes they just end up turning all of them into... Oh, I can mill cards from you. Fuck yes. No betrayal. No Cobalt Hermit.
Thank you.
Damn, the backstabs though. Probably gonna be backstab Disciple of Cthulhu's Sinister Strike for me. Okie dokie.
No can handle.
But yeah, usually they just play the kobold, and as soon as they play the kobold, they replace their entire hand. Wakanishu. Okay. That's gonna be a rough one. Probably a betrayal if I had to guess. I might actually tie my opponent up into using the rest of that Vorpal Dagger just on my piloted Shredder. Stay, stay! Really? Okay. Yeah, as expected.
This guy's tough.
Reason for this, now I have a minion that I'm fine to betrayal to.
I am one with the candle.
Your hero can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. I didn't even know that was a card. It's a collectible card. It has a rarity. Huh. Alright, let's mug the shit out of my opponent. Alright. Let's go with these.
Here we go.
And a Sinister Strike and Hero Power. Just go face. Opponents milling themselves at quite a rate. I don't know about that one, bud. Yeah, thanks.
Great is a
Unfortunately, now I lose my Spirit Singer Umbra because it was always going to happen. Look at that Vorpal Dagger just waiting for it. But still.
Thank you.
Whew. Goes. Empty mana crystals aren't going to help you now, bud. So now I can accept this betrayal, so I'll let that happen.
So many wonderful poisons.
But just to protect against board clear, I'm going to make sure that the piloted Shredder gives theirs to the Unearthed Raptor. Pretty good hard removal. Might need it as well. Who knows? Minions, arise! Oh. Who's betraying? Okay, that's fair. May actually have to kill the party portal right now.
Your minions will abandon
Here we go.
Alright, let's draw a card. Take an extra turn. Not really going to be able to push a ridiculous amount of damage here, but that's not really what the plan is either. Plan is to kind of free up my hands. Good. What are you? Yeah, I'll put a Deadly Fork down, sure. The worst thing that can happen to me right now is opponent board clears. Yeah, I just lost most of those.
Me no crazy, you crazy.
Yeah, because we don't really actually have board clear outside of Cthulhu in our deck, so it's going to be awkward. We really need that Cthulhu. I might actually just have to use the bag of stuffing really soon just to try and draw into him. The problem then is if my opponent manages to remove or take him, then I'm fucked. That's the end of me. Damn near fucked already.
Here we go.
Give me Cthulhu. There's a disciple. Wow. I guess Piloted Shredder is probably the strongest thing that I can develop right now. There's any number of just damage things that could happen right now, and that's the end of me. Yeah, we're dead. God, that blows! Cthulhu was in the bottom 5 cards of my deck! What was this supposed to do with that? I tried really hard to make Cthulhu Rogue work. And it almost very well did. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone Dungeon Runs here in Cobalt and Catacombs. That's been a kind of like Disruption Cthulhu Death Rattle Rogue. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.